Hi, I want to talk to you about the CLX 700X. There's not a lot out there on the internet. When I was looking at how to change the spark plugs, for instance, I couldn't find anything, even to take the cover off. It was challenging because there's nothing out there. Yes, there's just one bolt, but if you don't pull the plastic back before you slide it forward, you'll break the little tangs off. I didn't break it, but I watched a couple of videos where it said it just slides. It doesn't just slide. You got to pull the tangs out in the front, straight out, and then slide it forward. So I changed the air cleaner yesterday. I did some videos on general maintenance. I've had it a little over a year. I've ridden it off-road a little bit, so I want to change the air cleaner, and I did another oil change. Full synthetic this time because it's broke in. You don't want to run full synthetic your break-in service. You want to make sure that you get one whole year. You can run semi-synthetic, but full synthetic moly can inhibit break-in of the cam and the rings. You want to make sure it's broke in, or you could drink some oil. So talk a little bit about this bike. I bought it because the price for what you get in features, I couldn't find anything to beat it. I just wanted something to daily drive, to save miles on the Highlander. New cars are getting more and more expensive, so, and it's worked. I mean, we cut the miles off of it. I drive this to work every day. It's nice. We live in Central Illinois, so it was 72 days ago, and there's snow on the ground right now. I'm looking out the window, I see snow. And it's going to be 70 degrees again in 2 days, but, you know, there's 8 months out of the year I can ride it. I got cold weather gear, so I ride it. If it's above freezing, I ride. I don't like riding below freezing. It's just too dangerous. I mean, black ice, and it's just not worth it. So, you know, we'll drive the Highlander or the Explorer if it's too cold or snowing or whatever. I'm not that dedicated. I've seen people ride in it. I'm not that guy. And it's not worth it to wreck it. It's too new. So just ride with four wheels when it's freezing and ride that. I've had zero issues with this bike. Zero. I know people say it's Chinesium, and maybe down the road I might. I don't know. But CF Moto's been in America a long time. They make the G-Force line of 4x4 quads and utes. People have had good luck. I mean, there's problems with everything. I'm sure you could find someone that bought a CF Moto and hates it. As long as you can find people who's bought the G-Force line and had no problems. I've seen plenty of those. People say they're more reliable than the Polaris that they replaced it with, or the Honda. You know, you get both. Is a Honda going to be more reliable? Yes, I'd say it is on par with the Polaris. I mean, they're not the greatest either. So this particular one has the ER6 engine. So CF Moto makes that for the Ninja, the 650 Ninja line. It's bored and stroke. So this is 693 cc, you know, where the Ninja is 649. But other than that, it's identical motor. It's a little more torque, a little more horsepower. So it's pretty nice. I mean, it rides pretty good. Is it the best bike ever? No, it's not. I'm not going to sit here and say it is. Is it the best value? It might be. Now, for 2025, they're not sold in North America anymore. It's being replaced by the 675 SR. Great bike on the spec sheet. We'll see how that pans out, but it's a 3-cylinder. This is 2. It's more sport bike than naked like this. So I guess if you want this, you're gonna have to step up to the 800 NK, which is a great bike, but it's about $1,500, $2,000 more, somewhere in that range than this bike was. Has all the same features, if not more. So it's got a windscreen. This does have drive modes. This has cruise. What else does? Oh, it has the display with all the options. Pretty nice display on it. It's not color, but it's pretty nice. It works pretty good. It's easy to see, even in the sun. No matter where the sun's at, I never have trouble seeing the dash. The mirrors are decent. They're not Honda mirrors, but they're pretty good. This has the KYB suspension on it, so fully adjustable front, fully adjustable back. shocks. So that, for the price, it was $7,200 out the door with a 2-year warranty. So again, it was just hard to beat it. The maintenance has been easy. I mean, all I've done is 2 oil changes and an air cleaner. I did go full synthetic Honda oil this last time with the Molly 1040. The tires are wearing good. They're Pirelli tires. So it ain't like you're getting Chinese no-name tires. It's got Pirellis on it, and they're wearing pretty good. I got 3,900 miles on it, and they still look new. So if you got any questions, just put them in the comments. But I'll be answering questions if you guys send them in. Let's try to think if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, it's a bike. It's a bike and it does its job. And I've had 0 leaks, 0 issues. So I would recommend it so far. I'm only a little over a year in, so but I do ride it. Like, it just sits in the garage. So, oh yeah, miles per gallon. So that is one thing that I feel like CF Moto is a little cheeky on. So it said 81 or 83 miles per gallon on the mirror. There was a sticker. When I bought it, I've not seen anywhere near that, even if I drive it easy. So it might get 50 to 55 easy. You ride it like you stole it, it still gets 43, 46. So I haven't seen below 46, even running it pretty hard. So it is easy on fuel, but not as easy as CF Moto says. So I don't know if they're talking about all under 40 and you never go over 3 grand. Maybe you might see 80 miles per gallon, but I've never even come close to that. If I have one complaint, it is that the fuel tank's too little. So at 40 some miles per gallon, it's only like a 2.7 gallon tank. So, you get up to 110 miles, it's time to start looking for a station. It will say empty at about 205. It's a little premature on the dash. I don't know if that's just mine or if that's all of them. But I've never gone over 120. I don't want to run out. So a little short on the range. That could be better. I don't know why it doesn't have another gallon. And a lot of that's wasted space up there. So there's a cover over the metal tank. So why not just make that all the tank? The tank's real tiny underneath the cover. So the paint, the finish is good. You can see in the video. I mean, I've had any paint fall off. I haven't had, no quality issues, nothing come loose. So zero quality issues with this thing. So don't be afraid if you're in the market for a bike. Shop CF Moto. You might find something you like. It looks like the big boys seen this. The big 3 Japanese brands have seen this threat and they're answering it. If the Honda Hornet 750 was here at the price they're talking about, would I have bought that instead of this? Probably. I'm just gonna be honest. I probably would have got the Hornet. Even though this has better suspension and more features. There's no cruise on the Hornet. It's not fully adjustable suspension. But I mean, Honda reliability for the price of this, yeah, I would probably honestly take that. But that wasn't out yet. So, it was this or a CB750. CB650, which, was $3,000 more. So I'm not going to spend, it wasn't worth it to me to spend $3,000 more on the Honda name. I did research. I didn't know much about CF Moto, but I did do research before I bought it, and they, people saying they hold up pretty good off-road. So, if their quads and stuff hold up good off-road, the on-road's be a breeze. So, again, don't be afraid of it. If you're in the market for a bike, I would shop CF Moto. There's competition coming for them, though. That the R9 is going to be priced real competitive if you're in the sport bike market to the 675 even. So, that'd be a tough decision for me. I mean, if I was in the market for a new sport bike, the R9 looks like a good deal, or the Hornet. The Hornet 1000 might be here in the next couple of years in North America. That'd be a good one, but a lot lower cost premium brands are coming after CF Moto. They've taken some market share from them, so they're coming back. But I don't regret buying this. We'll see if I'm saying this in 2 more years, especially when the warranty runs out next year. But so far, no issues. I'll put this in with the oil change so you can see how the covers come off and stuff. Pretty cool. All right, see ya. Okay, so we're doing an oil change on the CF Moto 700 Heritage. So I had to take this cover off. It's just 2 Allen bolts. It's just a cover for the catalyst. So you don't have to look at that ugly catalyst. It covers all that. And the drain plug is right here. So we're gonna get a pan and take that out. Okay, so we have drained the oil and we let it drain because we're not in a hurry until it's just barely dripping. So now we're gonna dump the used oil into a container and put the plug back in and fill it up. Okay, this is what that cover looks like installed. So we put the drain plug back in with the copper washer and we've got the cover back on. Now we're gonna fill the oil up. Okay, we're gonna change the oil filter. So we'll show you what that's looks like when it's off. Okay, this is what's going back in it. We're putting the full synthetic Honda 1040 high moly oil with a CF Moto oil filter. And that's what it looks like with the oil filter off. There's the old oil filter. So we're gonna put it together and then we'll show you. Okay, this is what it looks like with the new oil filter back on. We pre-filled it, lubed the O-ring, made sure the old O-ring wasn't stuck to the motor. We tightened it hand tight and went 1/8 of a turn. Now we're ready to put engine oil back in the engine. Okay, so we filled it with oil and we started it. We checked for leaks and there's no leaks. The smoke coming off the exhaust, just for me cleaning the exhaust, is fine. And we got no warning lights on the dash, so we're gonna let it run for a minute and then shut it off and check the oil. Okay, we're getting to the air cleaner. We're changing the air cleaner. There was one Allen head screw up here. And I want to show you this. I haven't found anything about this online at all. So there's 2 little rubber mounts there. Don't pull it straight forward. Everyone's saying pull forward. You got to pull the front out. So pull the front out away from the bike and then slide it forward. And it slides in these little clips here. Just slide in there. So we'll keep taking it apart. I just wanted to show you that. There's not much out there on this bike, so that's good to know. Okay, we're back at this, getting to the air cleaner. So there's one of these clips with this harness and there's not enough slack to pull this down. So when you look at it from behind here, you just take pliers and squeeze it and then pull it through without breaking it. You don't want to break that. Okay, so we took the 8mm bolts out of the cover. Then we took the 3 Phillips out of this cover here, and that comes off. And then here's your air cleaner. You can see I have been off-road a little bit, but it's not too bad. So I'll probably keep that as a spare and put the new one in because it says to put it in first oil change, 3,000 miles. So we'll change it out. Okay, now that I see how this works, and YouTube University was wrong. So you gotta line these tabs up with the holes. You gotta get those to start. Just looking to see where, okay, that one's right there. That one's hard to see because it's on a mount. So you gotta hold this out while you slide the rest in. I didn't get the bottom. It's a real pain, but you gotta do it right or it'll come off. I'm trying not to break these tangs off. I didn't get those. So do that, do that. I got the back ones, but I don't think I got the middle ones. It's a real pain in the butt. Yeah, I missed that one. I need to get a light and look in there and see, and I did miss that one again. So it's tough because you gotta line these up while not breaking the front ones off. And I failed again. So as soon as I pull these out to clear those, oh man, just popping out. Okay, I got all of them lined. I just gotta get those little pins to go in without breaking them. Make sure I'm lined up. And this one needs to come down. It's a hair. Very close. And that's it. You just gotta tap it in. And now I'm lined up with the bolt hole, so swing around here and show. You'll know when you're right when you're lined up with your bolt hole. You just gotta look down the front, the top and the front, and make sure that your clips are in. These are hard to get because the ears stick like this. So you can't just push it in and slide it back, you'll break them off. You gotta kind of bend it. It doesn't break. You gotta grab it here and bend it, get it lined up, and then tap it into the rubber. That's good.